What you rigging?
A little Manskein Wurm. I'm actually going to drop this with a drone.
Yeah.
Out there on the wrecking banks, very, very far from here. And see what might eat it. Hopefully a pig nose. But we'll check. Put it out there and hope for something. You know, put a double of trace, one with a blood or a Manskein Wurm, and one with a piece of or a couple of sand prawns.
Something on? It's coming. Did you feel a knock or just a nibble?
No, just a little. We saw the bite We thought it was kelp, but when I picked the rod up and ripped the rod out my hand.
Really, yeah?
So we'll see. I think it might be a paley, eh? That's what it feels like. I droned a whole octopus out here. I've got something that's picked me up. We don't know what it is. It keeps bumping me in and bumping me in. But we just got to be patient. We've got a big mustard circle on, so we just got to be patient. When he pulls me down, I'll tighten up and hopefully we can get him out. There we go. I think I've got something small here. I think so. I don't know. Small. If I'm on, it's small. Eh? Very small. Yeah, I can see them. I think my sink is broken. You wanna go fetch it, bud?
It's the bait, yeah.
Check the other fish, check up there on the top. No, it's not on the tree. Still in the back. Black tail or something. Something small. Oh, I was in the brick here now. But I might have to go down to not get into the brick with a second hook. Alright, just because we're in the Lappa luxury there, it's a hell of a long job to get that out of the water, 300 meters. You can see that mustard ring soy had him nasty, but I'm a little bit disappointed. Damn it. Who knows? That's weird, eh? Yeah, it's small fish, very small fish. Like a little scarmy or something like that. What's he's doing, he's trying to suck it in and then he's giving me slack, you know? That's a solid sand prawn, if you've ever seen a solid sand prawn. Check at that thing. That's a good one. Yo. The only reason I'm putting another bait out there is because I do believe that those little hounds swim in the same water as a pig-nosed grunter and all the other animals that we're targeting. There, well, we're going to put a whole bunny out. See if we can get that the little fish that was grabbing this octopus's big brother. Let's cut that. How's that actually?
It's rocky here. I mean, the chances of getting stuck also is quite good.
Yeah,
there's an open patch there, like where you
were.
were.
Where I was is perfect.
And maybe a bit more closer to that rock, a bit more in that hole there.
Yes, 100%. I'm in.
Just waiting for the quadcopter to find the satellites, then we're ready to fly.
Got. Oh, yeah. Right, thank you. Buffet shark. But have a look at that, see? He's covering his eyes with his tail like a donut. So they're called donuts or sharks because of that, usually. So if he was in a rock crack and something was bothering him, he'd put his tail like that and shape himself like a donut. So he's got a lot of protection, protecting himself. See what I mean?
With our accommodation, the South Beach Manor in Straits Bay, being in the perfect position to target big fish, we decided to drone some baits out the back. We invited quite a well-known drone angler, Anand Naika, who popped in with his drone, and we sent a couple of baits out. Not quite the results we expected, but it was all good fun, fishing from the comfort of a beautiful wooden deck. There's a jacuzzi. Unfortunately, the weather was a little bit too cold to jump in the jacuzzi, but I could just picture the place in summer. So I'm heading back there in summer, and would definitely jump in that jacuzzi while I drone a few baits over the back.
Okay, as much as I kind of advocate keeping only what you can cook on the day, Naz was fishing on the boat the other day, and he got a lovely carpenter. You guys know it as a silverfish, or I've been told it's called a galopende. I believe that's because when they come in big groups, they say hello loop, galopende. Anyway, fish cakes are a fantastic thing to make with fish that's been frozen. So I defrosted this fish overnight, and this morning I quickly filleted it. It's quite a simple process. If you look through the other videos, you'll find something there to show you how to fillet a fish. So I've got the fillets here. What I've done to make life a little bit easier is I've actually filleted it and I've deboned them. Usually with fish cakes, you can chuck the whole fish in, you can cook it, and then you can spend some time deboning it. So I've saved us a bit of time by filleting it and actually taking all the bones out. So what we've got here, we've got the silverfish fillets, I've got some parsley, I've got some dill, I've got some finely chopped red onion, finely chopped spring onions, I've got some finely chopped garlic, green chili, and some ginger. And then I'm going to use a little pinch of Robinson's Italian herbs, and a little ground of black pepper and some salt. And in my previous video, I might have offended some people. I said that Straits Bay doesn't have lemons. They do. I found this at the OK. Anyway, so I'm going to use this. I'm just going to make some zest. Just going to lightly zest the peel. I don't want too much. I don't want to overpower it. But lemon and fish are like best mates. Lemon, fish, and garlic. Those are like best mates. Juice the rest. Just half a lemon. There we have it. On the side here, I'm just boiling some potatoes. We're going to go pretty healthy on this. So in other words, this is going to be a completely gluten-free, flour-free. It's going to have some eggs in it. That's all good. Eggs are healthy. So yeah, this is like right out of the sea, right out of the vegetable garden. No preservatives, no additives, just everything fresh and healthy. You can do this many ways. You can boil it. These are fish cakes, so after all, you can boil it. You can pan fry it. I prefer to put it in the oven. So I've already spiced this up with some Robinson fish spice, and I'm just going to put them into a little oven dish. The reason I like the oven is because it cooks it, gives it a bit of charring on the sides, and because it bakes it, and you get a little bit more flavour out of the meat. So a little bit of Robinson spice, like I said, sprinkled on the fish.
How much coffee do
A
you
little bit of olive oil. And the oven's preheated to 220 degrees. In it goes. We'll leave that in there for about 15 minutes. There we go, just drained the potatoes. They're al dente, soft. You stick a knife into them, they don't stay on the knife. And that's going to go into the bowl. I just want to roughly mash them. I don't want to have it completely. It's nice to have little harder bits of potato in between. The potato is your binding agent really, apart from the eggs that I'm putting in here. The eggs will bring it all together nicely. You can see what I've done there. The bigger pieces, just break them down to a bit smaller. Okay, now we wait for the fish. There you go. Looks good. We're just going to add that to the mashed potatoes. I'm not going to take any of the juices just yet because I don't want to make it soggy. This fish, I could eat it just like this. It smells unbelievable. See now, I would have had to sit here and actually pick out all the bones if I had done it whole, which is the right way to do it actually. But if you want to save some time, you can have it filleted. And then I'm just using the fork and stirring it into the mash, and as I'm doing that, it's obviously flaking the meat. And once again, it's quite rustic. I don't want to make it too fine because it's nice to have a big chunk of meat or fish in the fish cake. So I just roughly mix it with a fork. And I put the lemon rind in. I'm going to keep the juice for later. I'm just going to put the lemon rind in. Half the parsley you chopped, half the dill. The onions can go in, all of it. The rest of the ingredients can all go in. And then we have the garlic, the chili. Obviously you don't have to put chili in if you don't like it with a bit of a bite. And a little bit of ginger. Ginger just gives it that, oh, it just closes that flavour off nicely. And then we're going to give that another mix up. I'm going to make a little herby mayo to go on our burgers. So I'm going to take about 3 tablespoons of mayo. There's the lemon juice and rind that's going in there. Some of the dill. Some of the parsley. And then the garlic. Well, that's quite a simple thing to do, but it just changes the dynamics of the mayo so much, and it gives so much flavour to this burger. Grounded black pepper. I'll put 2 eggs in there, and then I'm going to roughly mix that through. And the egg just helps as a final binding factor, and that just helps it all stick together. The secret of this now, though, is to form it into cakes or into patties, and put it in the fridge on a tray and actually let it cool down. So the egg hardens up, the potatoes harden up, and it actually keeps the form of the patty when you go to fry it. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to shape these babies. And there you go. We're going to stick those in the fridge just like that. I'm not going to cover them. I'm just going to put them in the fridge. The fridge is closed. The flour's only going to get to them in there. And that's it. And they can stay there and get nice and cold and firm up. And then when you put them in the frying pan, they don't crumble. As you saw, I put the patties in the fridge. The patties are firmed up nicely, they're not sloppy. I put a bit of oil in, just about 1 centimetre of oil. So it's a shallow fry. There we go.
That looks amazing. Just a little plastic plate.
Thanks, Dino. That'll work so well. Okay, there we go. We're just going to assemble this baby quickly. Patty. Oh, too much deliciousness going on here. And coriander. You got to have a bunch of coriander on these things. Then last bit, some of our nice herby mayo.
Excellent as well.
There it is. And Linton's going to test drive this baby first.
I think I'm test driving.
Oh, you can.
Hold on, let's go. Rock, paper, scissors.
There we go. There we go.
Chop, chop.
That wins every time. Right, you have hidden talents, my boy. Yeah. Really, really, really good.
Keep an eye out for our next insert, the final day of our Cape Agulhas tour. Thanks for watching once again. Please subscribe, and if you have any questions, just jot those down in the comments below.